Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to talk about Doctor Who's Lucky Day. So this is yet another episode in season 2 of Doctor Who, and to be honest, this episode, like all the other episodes before it, is pretty flippin' interesting and really good. So what is this episode about? We meet the Doctor and Belinda Chandra in 2007. They actually go to New Year's Eve and they find this young boy named Conrad. Interesting, right? Conrad, he looks like a enthusiastic boy, but then he suddenly walks or runs away with a penny that the Doctor found and gave to him. And yeah, I mean, that's a bit weird, but whatever. He shows this to his mom, and his mom just slaps him in the face. I mean, typical trauma stuff, right, guys? Anyway, 17 or 18 years later, obviously, Ruby Sunday tries to recuperate from her adventures with the Doctor. And it's very interesting because, Ruby Sunday is, I believe, 20 or 19 years old in season 1, and now she's like a year older, obviously, and yeah. But yeah, she finds it rather very hard to live without the Doctor because she's been on many adventures. She fought gods and Sutak the Destroyer, and now she needs to, live a normal life, which isn't impossible. It isn't possible anymore because, she enjoyed that thrill, but obviously it was a very dangerous life, right? So there we go, very interesting to see. I mean, what happens with all the other Doctor's companions, right? Do they live? Do they have trauma? Like Martha Jones, does she have trauma? Or Donna, or Rose even? I mean, what happens, right? They're all craving adventure with the Doctor yet again, but some of them obviously don't make it out alive. Anyway, Ruby actually meets Conrad, Conrad tries to actually get to know her, obviously, because Conrad has been following her, has been following Ruby Sunday and Doctor on Earth, obviously. But the thing also is, Conrad is not what he seems. But anyway, Ruby and Conrad, fall in love. They, very, very cute and very pretty, right? But yeah, I guess someday they go to this little town, and in the evening, Conrad has been marked by I believe it's this creature, right? It's a creature like a devil-looking thing. It's an alien, right? And once in a year they come into their hibernation and they want to kill people, right? And this Screech actually came to Earth and obviously marked Conrad as his new victim or next victim. Very interesting, right? So Ruby and Conrad go to this little town, and yet there's still a danger because Conrad has still been marked. He hasn't taken an antidote for this monster. What will this mean, right? Will this monster come after him or not? Yet again, Conrad has something up his sleeve. He sees these creatures outside, but this is not what it seems, because these creatures are actually his friends in disguise, which is really interesting. Because what is Conrad? He is part of the think tank, a group or an organization that want to reveal the truth about UNIT. UNIT is obviously the Unified Intelligence Task Force. They protect Earth from alien threats, right? And it's kind of propaganda. I mean, the think tank, they think that UNIT is some kind of propaganda hidden by the government. They're, I guess, they're theorists, right? But we all know that UNIT works very hard to keep the planet safe and the Earth safe. It was very interesting to see the mentions of the Cybermen and the Autons and stuff like that. But obviously we'll get to see the war between the land and the sea. That will be about obviously UNIT and the Sea Devils. So that will be very interesting to see. I can't bloody wait to see it, because this episode might be a small introduction to that world. But yeah, anyway, Ruby and UNIT obviously stop Conrad and his friends, But yet again, Conrad, I guess he reveals the truth to the internet that Unit is actually fake. And he actually exposed them by using his friends dressed up as fake aliens. And, very interesting, right? Like I said, theorists on the internet, guys. So watch out what you watch on the internet, right? So anyway, some days later, or a week or half later, Conrad has now the ability to make sure that people believe him. Very interesting. Hashtag think tank or whatever. And Unit is, they need to pack up because the government won't support their stuff anymore. And that's very sad because, I understand, like, sometimes the internet is a place full of weird people, and when weird people come together, they're unstoppable almost. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, Unit packs up, I guess, but not before the Shriek and also Conrad go to Unit headquarters. And obviously Conrad, he wasn't really that smart. He infiltrated the base, and obviously when Kate Stewart is there, man, she's awesome. She was so dangerous in this episode, so badass. Like, she's a real bad bitch, she didn't stop. Like, Conrad was in the building, and she was like, you know what, the doctor is not here. I'm your big danger now, lad. So yeah, she actually sent this screech after Conrad, and man, she didn't hold back. She did not. I mean, she's a very interesting girl, a very interesting woman. Like, Kate Stewart is very badass. Like, holy shit, she has the ability to be an equal to the doctor because she has the technology and stuff like that. But obviously, she's still human, right? She's not an alien with 2 hearts or regeneration power. She has the ability, though, to use her technology, to use Unit technology, and that's very interesting. Can't bloody wait to see her in the war between the land and the sea. But yeah, like I said, she's a real bad bitch, man. She can, like I said, she can use Unit, and obviously she's the daughter of the Brigadier, which is obviously the companion of the 3rd Doctor, and also part of the military. And it's really interesting to see the story of Unit throughout the years. Like in the 13th Doctor era, they weren't like mentioned, maybe once or twice, but they didn't really have a lot of plans, and it looked like they were building a big ass building in London. So yeah, that's why they have a building now in the middle of London town. So yeah, very interesting. Overall, this episode was really interesting to see the theorists on the internet get scammed, right? What else? I guess the Doctor having the chat with Conrad and his TARDIS was very badass, and it was great to see Shooty have more range with the Doctor's character. And I guess the next episode will be the story and the engine, where the Doctor will go to Nigeria and meet the god of stories, I suppose. So yeah, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye, everyone. Or should I say, Doctor Who, I let you go. And Onzi.